Sure shot, baby!
So, good day, everyone. We're here for another episode of the DVD show. So, for today, we have another Ateneo Blue Eagle and also the current point guard of the Gilas Pilipinas team. And he's also one of the now the best point guards here in the UAAP. And I now welcome here to the DVD show SJ Belangel. Thank you for joining me here on my podcast.
Hello po, Sir Diego. Good morning, good
Oh,
afternoon. Thank you for having me in the show. So
yeah.
excited na ako.
Yeah, so to start things off, gusto ko lang tanungin kung kamusta ka naman ngayon na alam ko wala pang final schedule kung after this recording kung kailan magsa-start yung bubble for the November window of Gilas and yun nga sinasabi mo you have classes and you have other extracurricular things pa. So, kamusta naman ang buhay mo ngayon?
Right now, okay naman. Actually, yun nga, sa sinabi, wala pa naman schedule, stuff like that. So, right now, nagpo-focus lang ako sa self-development. So, individual trainings lang during this time na wala pang practices and wala pang schedules. And syempre, hindi maiwasan na need din mag-aral because you can play din if ever, di ba, na bumagsak ka. So, yan yung mga napofocus ko ngayon sa time na to na wala pang schedule. So, okay naman as for the moment.
You mentioned nga na, syempre, as one of the great point guards after that performance for Gilas in the past tournament, syempre gusto mo pa rin mag-improve sa game mo dahil syempre yung competitors mo, yung opponents mo, gagaling din. So ikaw, since nga ngayon, siya medyo limited pa rin yung access natin sa mga gyms or sa mga courts, ano yung mga aspects of maybe your body or your game na tinututukan mo na gusto mo talagang mag-improve?
For me, ngayon, since nakita ko na yung level of gameplay international, di ba? Tapos sa Asia, pinapalaki ko yung katawan ko. Actually, hindi naman na porket na andun na ako na nakita ko yung level na gano'n, di ba? Na dun pa lang ako natuto. Actually, back then pa lang before mag-start, pero hindi lang na-progress since na may mga leagues, di ba? May Gilas, tapos may mga call-ups, ganun. So, right now, it's a great opportunity na to build my body since wala pang mga call-ups sa team sa Ateneo, tsaka sa Gilas. So, right now, ito yung ginagawa ko. I'm focusing on my diet, tapos nagpapalaki ng katawan. And syempre, need din i-improve yung shooting, tsaka yung mga skills ko, di ba? Sa basketball. So, right now, may mga time na wala talagang court, stuff like that. Kasi nga, di ba, MGCQ, tapos umuulan. So, nasa bahay lang talaga nagsiskills with the help of my dad, ganun. Tapos, given an opportunity, dito rin naman ako nagtitraining kay Manong Kiefer na bahay sa kanila 30 since nasa labas lang sila. So, doon ako nag-weights, then may half court din sila doon. So, doon na rin ako nag-weights. So, ayun.
Maganda pakinggan yun na talagang yung mga teammates mo like yun si 3D and Kiefer, tinutulungan ka nila kasi nga may access sila to the equipment and the court na not everyone has. And it's also great na your dad's also helping you with working out and your individual goals. And I think sa interview mo before, like earlier in the pandemic, you mentioned na yung family mo talagang tinulungan ka. Like sila pa yata yung naging ball boy mo nung nagsushooting ka, nung talagang halos wala pang access to courts nung early part of
Yeah.
the pandemic. So nung bago naman yung Gilas games and bago pa yung Kalamba bubble, can you explain siguro kung gaano kahirap din for you and ka-challenging yung training mo to make sure na syempre yung game mo talagang top-notch pa din in preparation yun nga for the Gilas games and tournaments that you played in?
Before pandemic, parang na-realize ko na parang gusto ko sumali dun sa Gilas pool eh. So, ginawa ko talaga siyang goal noon that time eh. Tapos I remember na nag-tweet pa nga ako na someday na masasama ako sa pool na ganun. sa Gilas school. And with that in mind, siguro, tapos nagkaroon pa ng pandemic, which is a bad timing since na parang gumaganda na yung pakita ko nung sa ABL, di ba? Tapos
Yeah.
nung previous UAAP. So, bigla ang nagka-pandemic. So, una-una at first, sobrang hirap since na nasa mindset mo na nag-i-improve ka na naipapakita mo na, then suddenly nahinto, di ba? At no basketball at all, no practices at all. So, nung nagka-Gilas school, doon ko nakita na sana pwede rin ako masali doon, di ba? So, una, walang pangalan ko doon. So, ginawa ko siyang motivation, as I said earlier. So, lahat na ginawa ko siguro is kumuha ko ng nutritionist, kumuha ko ng trainer para sa sarili ko. Tapos, yun yung mga preparation ko, as in, pambahay stuff lang. Anong merong equipment ko dito. Kasi since then, kasi nahiya pa ako pumunta dun kina Manong dahil lang sila dun sa labas lang.
Nakakaya.
So, yun lang, puro jogging lang, working on my conditioning since wala pa namang court, di pa ako nakakahanap court during the first pandemic. So, ayun, puro katawan lang talaga and conditioning lang yung training ko ng that time. Then luckily na-call up nga nung Gilas. Tapos doon ko na-improve yung mga shooting-wise naman. So, ayun, before being called up, puro physical yung mga in-improve ko sa sarili ko.
Magandang mindset yun na talagang kahit pandemic, siguro ng mga unang buwan doon lang tayo lahat nahirapan na sa bahay lang and masyado tayo naging parang couch potato. Pero eventually, wala ka namang magagawa, kailangan mo mag-adapt. And buti, ikaw naka-adapt ka kagad and hindi ka nagpabaya. And yun nga yung reward nun, na-call up ka sa Gilas nung nagkaroon na ng window nung mga following months. Pero gusto ko rin matanong kung ano yung biggest lesson or mga lessons na natutunan mo about maybe yourself, not necessarily basketball or sports related, na natutunan mo nitong buong pandemic na pwede mong ma-share sa audience?
Mga natutunan ko actually during this pandemic is to be patient talaga, is to be patient. Because we never know kailan tayo, example, sa basketball, call up, tapos, di ba, and other sports naman, pag hindi sports, sa education naman, hindi natin alam kapag ano mangyayari, di ba? Dapat always ready. And kailangan talaga patient lang lagi sa mga ginagawa since we're adjusting pa rin kahit papano, kahit second year na natin, di ba? Nag-a-adjust pa rin tayo because hindi natin alam kapag ano nangyayari, bigla ang tumataas ulit cases, di ba? So, patience lang talaga during this pandemic and forming that new hobbies na gagawa natin during this pandemic is actually maganda din yun na nakakahanap tayo ng mga bagong hobbies besides sa mga usual natin na ginagawa in school face-to-face, di ba? So, patience lang talaga is the key all the time kapag may ginagawa ka actually para hindi ka rin sawa agad, di ba? Kapag lagi mo na ginagawa, parang nakakasawa na. And if nagmamadali ka naman, siyempre galit ka na sa sarili mo kapag hindi mo na-accomplish. So, patience lang talaga is yung natutunan ko during this pandemic.
Oo, sobrang ma-apply ko ngayon. Like when I research or when I study talaga what happened in the course of your career, parang pwede mo sabihin, patient siya dito, kaya siya nag-excel. So magandang virtue yun na talagang na-apply mo sa buhay mo and talagang na-magnify yun ngayong pandemic na ganun nga yung reward ng pagiging patient mo in your whole life. Pero yung next part is yung kalamba bubble nga, which is a different form of training. Kasi sanay ka nga na pa nagtitraining kayo siguro sa Ateneo or before the pandemic, ibang klaseng training yun compared to the bubble na you're stuck with your teammates, your coaches, hindi ka uwi sa pamilya mo, and may may classes ka pa nga na online na siguro dun mo rin ginagawa lang sa room mo. And sobrang malaking adjustment yun. Pero syempre, naka-adapt ka nga naman eventually kasi no choice naman tayo lahat. Pero for you, kamusta naman yung process in adjusting to the bubble life? Ilang buwan din kayo nag-stay doon para mag-prepare for Korea, mag-prepare for Indonesia, and mag-prepare for the OQT. So, kwentuhan mo naman yung experience mo doon.
So actually, sobrang iba yung training talaga as in kapag nasa Ateneo at sa Gilas. Since na, di ba, kapag face-to-face ka, you have the whole day to study, then come afternoon, come evening, you practice. But in the bubble, it's not the same because it's twice a week at twice a day yung practice. So, tapos hard pa yun yung practices since we can't afford to relax nga since, di ba, we never know kapag kailan yung mga practice games, gano'n, stuff like that. And with the limited amount of time na binibigay sa amin, di ba, dahil nag-MECQ biglaan because di rin papayag yung IATF, di ba, na makapag-practice kami since for the health na rin ng coaches and players. So, iba rin, kailangan din mag-adjust. Plus pa yung academic during nasa bubble kami. Diba? So, we need to adjust in the morning, make training, then after that, we need to study pa in the afternoon. So, limited lang yung resting time mo, actually. Especially if it's Hell Week pa, nagkataon ng nag-Hell Week na sa school. Actually, parang hindi ka na natutulog Pagka uwi mo after training sa gabi, kakain ka na lang, tapos gagawa ka homework, magugulat ka na lang. Mga 12 na, 1 na, kailangan matulog because may practice ka pa sa umaga. Di ba? The things na hindi mo nagagawa sa face-to-face during pre-pandemic. So, ayun, iba-iba talaga. And yung level of training is iba rin since 2 times ngayon training namin and iba yung teammates mo They come from another teams, di ba? So, at first, hindi mo pa sila kilala. And eventually, yun, pagkakilala din kayo and you form a bond. Hindi parehas nasa Ateneo ka na, di ba, na ilang years mo na sila nakakasama, nakikita sa Ateneo, tapos syempre nakakausap mo sila in school. Ito sa Gilas naman, nakakalaban mo sila, which is, di ba doon may mga beats, di ba? Since may mga history naman, pero come practices niya, sabi nila walang kaibigan because you're fighting for your spot. Pero pagdating sa labas, after practices naman, syempre, team tayo and we're representing the country. So, yan yung pinaka-importante yung bond ng Gilas after yung training and during training.
Oo. Maganda nga yung sinasabi mo na yung bond niyo sobrang solid, lalo na ngayon with the Gilas cadets. Kasi dati nga yung halos every tournament, iba yung crop of players na naglalaro, yung system, iba din. Kahit talented naman yung players, medyo mahirap yun kung team sport tapos every tournament or every other year nag-iiba yung players. Parang hindi sila yung samahan nga nila hindi na de-develop into something better. Like compared to the 2013 Gilas at naging 2014, di ba? Parang solid sila and nakaabot sila ng World Cup. So parang yung ngayon, mas nakalata ulit na solid yung bonding niyo. And si Coach Tab, when I interviewed him, he also mentioned nga na ang hirap nga daw i-fast track yung system niya kasi hindi naman madali ituro sa mga tao and like you had a short period of time because of the pandemic. So kaya nga kayo nag-twice a day practices. Pero for you, since nga Ateneo ka and mahirap yung system ni Coach Tab, paano yung way of teaching niya na talagang maayos pa din, like pulido pa din, detalyado pa din yung system niya. But at the same time, mabilis kasi nga magsa-start na yung tournament. So how did he balance it? And for you as a player, how did you receive it then? Kamusta yung reception?
Actually, nag-start kami nun by explaining. First day pa lang nung first bubble, actually. Explain niya na lahat ng mga gusto niya mangyayari, di ba? Then come training na. Syempre, it depends on the players. Because there are players na kapag tinuruan mo, makakalimutan agad. Then, after nun, pag sinabihan mo, maalala niya. Tapos makakalimutan ulit, actually. So, actually, hindi naman depende yun sa coaches eh. Actually, it depends on the team. Kami as players, di ba? Because we're not young na anymore, di ba? As we used to. And we need to treat ourselves as pro na talaga. And we are pros na. Young pros actually yung mga tawag, di ba? Pro athletes. So, if you want to be a pro athlete, you need to do this thing, this, that. Yung mga sinasabi lagi ni Coach Tab, di ba? Kapag paano maging pro, mina-mentor niya kami lagi. So, with that in mind, di ba, magkakasama-sama lang kami sa room, tapos di naman magkasama-sama kapag kumakain kami, stuff like that. So, doon namin na-adjust yung mga mistakes namin actually. Tapos yung mga after practices, may mga coaches na iba kasi nag-stay, tapos yung mga iba kumakain na. Tapos kami, syempre nag-extra work kami. Doon kami na nag-meet as a team na ano mga mali kanina. Tapos parang hindi na kami nahiya sa isa't isa na parang nasasabihan. Because parang wala nang bad blood ba, ganun. Ewan ko, pero it comes natural na lang. Kaya ganun talaga kaganda yung sistema ni Coach Tab eh. Parang wala talagang star na, di ba, kapag sinabihan mo, magagalit kasi dami ka ng alam, stuff like that. Kahit kami Ateneo guys na andun, nagkakamali din kami since kahit alam namin sa sistema, tapos yung ibang players sinasabihan kami, we're willing to accept talaga. As in, nga no, kapag na-realize namin, tama, ganito, ganyan. Walang reaction na, ay, hindi, kaya alam na namin ito, ganyan. So, yung willing to accept yung mga mali namin is malaking bagay as a team, and yung teachable na kami as a players na sa coaches namin na pag sinabihan kami, makukuha namin agad. And we know Coach Tab already na he wants the details to be done agad. And we know Coach Tab ko pag paano siya maging coach na perfectionist talaga siya and strict sa mga details na mga gusto niya, di ba? So actually, may mga video sessions naman na nakakatulong, which is I'll give credit to the coaches na yung mga mali namin andun din actually. Mapapahiya ka pero come after that talaga, syempre, alam kong hindi mo na gagawin yan. And we know kapag ginawa namin ulit yan, mayayari talaga kami. Pero hindi mapupunta muna sa coaches. Syempre, galing muna sa amin, sasabihin namin na uy, kanina nasa viewing yan, stuff like that. So, wag mo na ulitin yan, baka mayari tayo sa coaches. So, with that mentality na nagtutulungan kami as a team, nakakatulong din sa sistema, di ba? So, paano pa kaya binigyan kami ng mga 6 months of training, di ba? Tapos, ganun yung mentality namin rather than mga 2 months lang, di ba? Nabigay sa amin or 1 month of training, pero ganun naka-solid yung chemistry namin. Nagtutulungan na kami. So, malaking future talaga nakikita ko with Coach Tab kapag ganun lang talaga yung system namin lagi. And syempre marami pa rin need na improvements kasi nakita namin mga mali namin at team and syempre players and coaches. So, we are continuing to learn. And yan yung maganda kay Coach Tab din kasi meron siyang standard na nasa taas niya and alam niya ginagawa niya pero he's still willing to learn and nag-listen din siya sa amin as players. Actually, yun din yung maganda kasi kapag nagsasuggest kami, actually nag-agree siya then actually nilalagay namin sa court and kapag ano gusto namin. So with that, yung bond namin is solid talaga. Coaches, players, no problem. Maganda talaga. Yan yung kinakagandaan ng sistema ni Coach Tab.
Maganda nga yung way niya na pag-buy-in sa system. Like yun nga yung lack of experience niyo, lack of maturity din syempre kasi like kunwari nung Serbia medyo hindi kayo experienced sa clutch pagkalaban niyo sila boba. Parang make up niyo yun with in terms of chemistry nga and bonding, yung pakikisama, you got each other's backs. Like hindi lang siya saying pero it's really what you guys live by and that's really great that I see with the team. Like syempre kahit Lasal ako, diba? Parang si Justin Baltazar nga lang yung Lasal na nandun pero I think yung criticism na madaming Ateneo, it still kind of works in such a way na talagang, we get all the wins, we get the progress that we want nga na hindi naman nakukuha ng ibang Gilas squads. And you mentioned nga na si Coach Tab, he also said na he's open to all the suggestions but you need to explain to him why it's like that. Like hindi mo lang pwede daw sabihin sa kanya na gusto ko to ganyan pero so what's the benefit or how are we gonna execute it? Parang kailangan mo sagutin yung mga questions na yun para nga ma-try mo yung sinasabi mo natatry niya sa court na effective pala na hindi niya naisip. Ganun daw siya mag-isip and I really like that way of thinking also. Na it helps the team now. You guys have an open communication, whether you're the first man, best player on the team, or the 12th man on the lineup. You guys are communicating well and helping each other out, and that's something that's really great for the Gilas team. Pero yun nga yung bubble, you mentioned na yung positive side lang, yung pakikisama nyo nag-improve despite some of these players na hindi mo naman sila masyadong ka-close bago mag-bubble, bigla naging ka-close mo na or wala nang bad blood. It's all close relationships even with the coaching staff. Pero for you, nung early part or was there a part in the bubble na talagang it was tough for you then? Like siguro nga nung Hell Week, like mentally, physically na you were so drained already na talagang gusto mo nang umuwi. And how did you end up overcoming it?
Actually, may mga times talaga in life na binibigyan ka challenges eh. And for me, as a competitor talaga, grabe talaga, competitive talaga ako. As a competitive person, parang di ako nag-give up eh, ganun. Parang nasa akin na hindi talaga ako matatalo or bibigo, ganun. Hindi ako magpapatalo, stuff like that. For me lang naman is everything has a price at the end kapag nagawa ko to. And certain challenge na pagsubok na binibigay sa akin. So, yan yung mentality ko na it will be worth it in the end kapag tiniis ko yan to. Diba? And as a team naman, nakita na yung mga paghihirap namin, naging worth it din sa huli. Even though na maraming nangyari, maraming pagsubok na nangyari sa team, maraming sacrifices actually na nangyari sa team. And at the end naman, nakikita yung paano namin napasaya yung buong Pilipino. And that's what's parang important sa amin is to make our Filipino and our country proud. And for me, wala nang ibang bagay na parang nagpapasaya pa sa akin kundi ayun, makikita yung ating Filipino fans na masaya, our parents, our loved ones, mga girlfriends natin. Ayun, yun talaga yung magandang setback kapag nahihirapan ka sa certain situation. And in the end, di ba, for me, ito, my last year in Ateneo, di ba, tiis-tiis na lang and actually at the end, gagraduate na rin. So, yun yung mga prices na right now, naisip mo na sobrang hirap, pero at the end, ma-realize mo na, oo nga, no, dati ganito ako ngayon, ganito na ako. So, ayun.
Magandang mindset yan kasi lalo na ngayon sobrang nagiging highlight na yung mental health ng athletes and ikaw nagiging mentally tough ka talaga and hindi ka nagpapabaya sa mga setbacks or mga hardships na napagdadaanan mo pero parang yun pa yung motivation mo to continue striving yun nga to represent the country more and help your teammates and your coaches out to continue playing better with the game we all love. So yun yung magandang mindset na not everyone has like sila Heidelin, sila Kaloyulo, sila EJ Obiang ng Olympics. They talk a lot about mental health of athletes. So it's great that you have a strong mental health trend, and that was really evident with the games also that you played in the OQT and the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Pero moving on nga dun sa FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers, siyempre everyone knows na talagang naging viral ka with the Korea game, and kayo ni RJ talaga yung point guards lang of the team na dapat si Matt Nieto and Ray Suerte could have been there to help with the ball handling duties pero unfortunately nga they got hurt and weren't able to join the squad so naging kayo ni RJ like no choice na talaga kayo na lang talaga yung point guards for that window. Pero for you entering that Korea game, kamusta naman yung pakiramdam ng team or you then as an individual kasi lalo na nung first half parang down pa kayo ng malaki ganun. So kamusta naman yung lagay ng team entering the game and yung time nga nun, medyo nahihirapan kayo nung first half?
Actually, before the game, sobrang gigil namin. Because di talaga may iwasan yung, di ba, sabi nga, rivalries, di ba? Tapos yung mga napapanood namin sa mga kuya namin dati. Di ba? Sila Kuya Mark Pérez, sila ni Kuya Jason, Coach Jimmy Alapag, di ba? Mga kuya namin. Tapos yung mga previous history ng Korea, tapos Philippines. So, di talaga may iwasan yung manggigil, di ba? Kapag naglalaro ka. Actually, before the game, medyo excited ako as a player, di ba, na makalaro. Because gusto ko rin bumawi eh. Since dati I represented the country na natalo din ako sa Korea. So, ito yung time na pwede ako mag-bounce back, actually. And, syempre, ito yung first league ko ulit na lalaro, di ba? So, hindi talaga may iwasan manggigil and to showcase your skills. Pero, keep in mind, meron kang sistema na nire-represent and meron kang team na kasama. Pero with that, as a team naman, syempre, feel ko, hindi pala feel ko, actually excited din kami lahat, actually. May iba na hindi nakatulog, stuff like that. May iba na tahimik. Pero I'll give credit to the coaches for preparing us, di ba? During those FIBA Asia games. Kasi yun talaga yung prepare namin eh. So, actually, going through the game, parang some issues na lang, ano kailangan, and Coach Tab gave us lahat ng mga reminders going before the game. Yan. And come huddle time, sobrang nakafocus na lang talaga kami sa game. And actually, during the game naman, nagulat kami nung first half. Actually, nakita naman doon sa level of gameplay because sobrang sobrang physical and not the way we expected FIBA Asia na medyo kapag natamaan ka or kapag na-answer ka foul agad, actually it's more physical right now talaga. So, doon kami nagulat. Actually, may nakita din doon, di ba? Si Dwight Ramos, parang kulang na lang. Lipatan na lang sila, magpalitan na lang sila ng mukha ng isang player ng Korea, yung defensive player. Yeah. So, ayun, actually, doon kami nahirapan and we're trying to adjust pa nung first half talaga. And during nung afternoon, nung first half, niremind kami ni Coach Tab and other coaches na mga need namin na gawin and coming through second half kapag ano gagawin. Actually, because ready naman kami talaga. So, naka-adjust kami agad talaga during the second half. Come third quarter, di ba, nahabol namin agad. Di ba? So, yan yung mga major adjustments namin ginawa during the second half.
Maganda nga yung comeback nyo na yun. Si Diego Dario yata yung nag-tweet. Kasi I guessed him here on the DVD show din. And nag-tweet yata siya nung halftime or nung second half na parang, hahabol yung Gilas si Coach Tab sa UAAP. Pag third quarter dyan, bumabanat yan. And then, parang right on point yung tweet niya pagdating ng third quarter. He sliced it down to like a one-possession game, middle of the third right away. And syempre ako rin medyo nagulat kasi it's the first game that I watched you guys na all amateur players nga. And these Koreans are playing in the all-stars of their league. KBL ba yun na sabi ko, grabe, kaya pala natin ito talaga pag solid yung chemistry. It doesn't mean na kailangan professional na 5 years na naglalaro sa PBA or what. Basketball's not really necessarily like that. And it was an impressive comeback. And you were one of the catalysts nga of the comeback. And you had like 2 clutch shots in the end, yung 3-pointer that everyone knows. Pero yung isa pang underrated one was the curl that you had. Yes, straight to the rim. I think it was a well-designed play also. So ikaw naman, on the big moments, how do you become ready and still parang be level-headed and composed pa rin? Kasi syempre yung iba, parang mas napapanic or kinakabahan pag mga ganong moments. Pero ikaw, parang Coach Sal had a trust in you and being one of the players on the floor, and you delivered with clutch baskets. And also your defense is also underrated din with the Korean guards kasi nag-foul out nga yata yung mga guards nila dahil yung ikaw yung nagdadala, parang napipikon sila puro charging or mga ganon. So after a while, ubus na yung mga fouls nila and they couldn't play their best guards toward the end. So ikaw, paano mo nga nagagawa yun na parang yung mindset mo sobrang composed pa din kahit last few minutes na and yung crucial moments, parang hindi ka nawawala dun sa objective mo for that game?
Actually, for me is, yun nga, di ba, sabi ko kanina, Coach Tab and other coaches na gave us talaga a good preparation during practices namin and a good game plan during the second half, di ba? Before the game, you just need to stick to the system talaga and, di ba, if ever naman na given the circumstances, di ba kasi parang na-fell down parang nagkakanya-kanya kapag, di ba, wala nang may nangyayari sa system, stuff like that. Pero kami as a team, we just stay composed, tapos given that, sabi mo kanina nga, di ba, pros na sila parang alam na nila ginagawa nila Kami parang hindi pa namin alam at first, nung first half, di ba, parang nakikita din yung lack of experience pa namin. Tapos come second half, we just stayed as a team, trust the system, whether or not gumana man or hindi. Pero we know na at the end of the day, may system talaga kami na kailangan gawin, di ba? Na kailangan sundin and nakikita naman at the end na kapag finalo mo lang yung system and you trust your coaches, you trust your teammates, kapag nasa court ka, walang may nagsisisihan, kapag nagkamali ka, okay lang, di ba? Parang cheer up ka ng team mo, makikita na malaking chance na nananalo ka talaga lagi, di ba? Because whether you lose at the end kapag ganun, pero alam niyo ng team niyo na you gave your best at sinunod niyo yung mga dapat sundin, it's a win pa rin. Maganda yung feeling niyo even though it's a loss, di ba? Pero malaki talaga yung chances na mananalo kayo if you stay together and you follow the system. So, siguro for me na lang, how do I stay composed during those tough moments talaga in the game? And my teammates and my coaches actually. Because during the practices, dun mo napapakita sa kanila kapag sino ka as a player, di ba? Tapos you gain your trust there sa practices. So with that trust, di ba, in game, you know and the coaches know na ano yung kaya mong gawin, anong capabilities mo na kayang gawin. So with that in mind naman, yung kumpiyansa mo umaangat actually pag ganun, di ba? Hindi ka bumababa. And with that, siguro, knowing na I have my teammates, I have my coaches, it's all mental side na lang na kapag may guts ka ba na to shoot this and to make this move, to make this pass, ganun yung mga plays, di ba? So, at the end of the day, it's all up to you pa rin. Pero you know na andyan yung coaches mo and yung players. And syempre, yung fans na nanonood na nag-cheer pa rin, whether or not na maganda laro mo or hindi. So, with that, doon ako naghahanap ng parang self-esteem ko, parang self-motivation ko lagi. Parang nakakagaan So, come in mind during the last moment, di ba? Tapos na sana F na shoot ni Angelo yung isang free throw, di ba? It would be a different game. Pero nung nakashoot yung 3 point yung Korea pag nung na-miss ni Ange, actually kami parang nakita ko sa team ko, wala may nag-rattle Parang iba yung mentality. We know na makakabawi talaga kami and their time. So, iba yung nakikita ko sa team na to actually. Because nakikita mo yung coaches, wala Actually, hindi sila naghihinayang na nag-miss si Ange, di ba? Which is tapos na sana. Pero yan yung first. And nung na-shoot yung 3 points, walang may nag-react actually. Parang sabi na lang, okay lang yan. Mababawi natin to sa kabila. So, with that mentality, di ba? Parang hindi ka nag-down sa sarili mo. At si Ange nga, parang nung nag-mintis ng intro, parang wala lang Di ba? Because he knows na yung coaches, alam namin na okay lang yan kasi babawi talaga tayo. So with that, it's in the end, it's all individuals and players kapag yung papalo mo ba yung system at the end of the game and anong yung adjustment na mangyayari during the crucial situation. So within that, nag-adjust kami sa play ni Coach Tab na hindi nagawa actually because, di ba, alam din ng Korea yung mga ginagawa nila eh. Hindi rin sila magpapatalo and it's a tight ball game. So with that, I had to adjust and the team adjusted well and yun na, history happened.
Yun yung maganda nga. I think it's also the foundation that you were talking about previously yung sa bubble, yung pakikisama nyo na you guys were intact like as a unit 1 through 12 and yun yung naging sinasabi mo na pag clutch parang yung bonding nyo mas na ma-magnify and yung hindi kayo you got each other's backs and you know na mas less kang kakabahan kasi like your confidence gets boosted dahil you know that yung parang sila parang chill lang and you know what we all have the same objective, we all have the same goal. So parang ikaw level-headed ka pa nga din and you have the mindset pa rin of reaching that goal that you really wanted, which is to win the game. And it's really great na na-instill ni Coach Tab yun and the coaching staff on all you guys. And so all of you guys also helping each other out kasi you all have different personalities, different style of play. And you guys all bought into the culture and the environment that Coach Tab wants for you guys. But then, I want you to talk about sana shortly yung play because I know like yung last play na yun parang kay Ange yata or Kai kaya parang first time yata the whole game na pinagsabay sila nun kasi parang gusto yata parang quick shot dahil wala na yata oras. Eh, alam niyo na, sinasabi mo, alam na nga ng Korea yung play. So, nung timeout ba, parang yung play hindi talaga para sa'yo, pero parang yung IQ mo lang, tsaka yung IQ ni Dwight na lumapit sa bola, tapos si Dwight nakita ka ng mabilisan. Yun lang ba talaga yun? Like, there was nothing more than that. Na it was more of like, your IQ nga and your parang, ano ba yun, instinct na discarte mo na yun na gawin yun, tapos shoot mo na lang dahil no choice na rin naman. So, how was that play like for you from the timeout all the way till you converted the shot na talaga?
Actually, nung timeout nga, sabi ko kanina, everyone was relaxed, everyone was focused on the play na ginawa ni Coach Sab, and actually, the play was for Carl, actually, for Carl. Because Angelo needs to, parang lalabas siya dito sa side ni Carl para the import of Korea, para lalabas din.
Ratliff.
Yes, Ratliff. Sasama din siya kay Ange sa labas. Which is an open lane kay Carl sa gitna. Na ma-open si Carl. Screen tapos mapupunta sa gitna si Carl. Pero nakalimutan ni Ange na mapupunta siya dun sa kabila. Which is why na parang nag-screen si Ange sa akin eh. Actually, gano'n. Diba? So parang nagulat nga siya, gumanon siya eh. Tapos tumakbo na siya dun sa dulo. Kaya nung time na yon si Ratliff nag-stay na lang kay Carl sa gitna. Hindi na siya pumunta dun sa kay Ange outside. So with that na lang, given the time na medium play, actually, di ba, may naiisip din si Dwight na yung oras, baka ma 5 seconds and lumipat pa yung bola sa kabila. Magka-turnover pa. And ako na yung first release pass na lalabas. And actually, I just read the defender kapag fake kapag tatalon siya hindi and tumalon niya siya and tumalon siya and ayun na, doon na nangyari yung lucky shot niya daw.
Yung maganda, like iconic talaga na shot yun, lalo na nga with all the heartbreaks that we had with Korea. Sila naman yung heartbreak with us now for 2013 FIBA Asia and the 2020 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. So at least nakabawi tayo kahit papaano. And yun yung maganda. Pero yung following game din na sobrang impressive for me with your whole tenure now with this Gilas crop was Serbia. And you had the opportunity to play against Milos Teodosic, I think. And parang a lot of people parang think na you guys can learn a lot from him kasi he's one of the best FIBA players ever. And he wasn't even starting 5 nung game. Pero nung dulo, he was dangerous threat for you guys. Harapan kayo with his impeccable passing and even his 3-point shooting also. He made like several threes. So, ikaw, ano yung talagang mga natutunan mo nga from players like him in your whole stint? Kasi pwede na rin isama yung Korea game and pati yung Jordan tournament din. Ano yung mga natutunan mo talaga sa young guy parang in the whole professional stage?
Actually, for me, during my 10th year in Gilas, how to lead the team talaga siguro. Yan talaga yung malaking bagay na natutunan ko. Di ba? Kahit mga kuya mo sila, may experience na sila, tapos ako, bago pa lang, di ba? Come to the court talaga, ikaw yung extension ng coach. So, you need to lead, di ba? And kay Teodosic talaga marami ako nung natutunan nung Serbia game, which is hindi pa nga siya nung starter, di ba? Pero yung team talaga, siya yung pinofocus eh. Come crucial time na sa kanino yung bola, di ba? And sino nag-handle ng bola? Sino, sino nagli-lead ng team? Di ba? Doon talaga nakikita ko sa kanya. And selective lang talaga yung shots niya eh. Hindi siya pilit, stuff like that, di ba? And alam niya kapag kailan siya take over. Diba? And as a young professional like me and my teammates, diba? Marami talaga kami natutunan during our stint in Serbia and syempre in other games like in Tibale and in Jordan. So, nung Jordan time naman, doon namin nakikita yung how well prepare we are during a short period of time, diba? Because pagkabukas may laro kami ulit. Diba? And konti lang yung resting time namin and that's why nung Serbia game, tapos pagkabukas, Dominican agad yung kalaban, parang nawalan kami ng steam actually, di ba? Ganon. Parang naubos kami at the end. So, yun yung mga natutunan namin is kapag paano namin prepare yung sarili namin, mga tight schedules, stuff like that, na pagkabukas may laro ka ulit, di ba? So, which is bihira naman sa amin as college players, di ba? Na kasi every week may laro kami or 2 days makaka-prepare pa kami. Pero dito as a pro, wala talaga pinipili yung schedule actually. Gulat ka na pagka next day, baka may laro kayo, di ba? So, you need to be prepared all the time and be ready talaga. So, yan yung mga natutunan ko as a young professional athlete, diba? And young Gilas member, player.
You mentioned nga yung leadership qualities, yung leadership traits. Sobrang importante yan sa isang point guard. And syempre, pag naging team captain ka rin, sobrang important aspect of a team. Kasi parang extension ka ng coach. And nakikita ko naman na talagang nag-improve ka rin na tumatagal na rin yung stint mo sa Ateneo and now in Gilas, tumatagal na rin. And you've been constantly improving. Pero ikaw, on your own free time or when you're not doing anything, meron ka mong mga idols na pinapanood or pinapakinggan? Like, not necessarily only basketball players, pero pwede rin basketball players that you look up to in terms of their leadership traits. Like, kunwari, si JV Alapag or si LA Tenorio, sila yung mga naisip ko na sobrang magaling na players, pero they're also really great leaders for their team. So ikaw, meron ka ba mga yun, pinapanood or pinapakinggan? And what part of themselves do you really like about their leadership?
For me, siguro is, sino ba? Sa NBA siguro is, for me, nakikita ko is, siguro LeBron, the way he manages teams, siguro. Everyone listens sa kanya, di ba? Sabi, dami nga, di ba, na-hate kay LeBron dahil parang siya na rin yung coach eh. Pero for me, the way he handles his team talaga is malaking bagay for me and how he prepared before and after the game. Because actually, di ba, knowing LeBron is the highest paid yung sa nutritionist niya eh. Di ba? For his body talaga. And di ba ngayon, parang nasa peak pa rin siya eh. Hindi pa rin siya bumababa sa level of compensation niya. So, for me, siya yung mga nilolook up ko rin, di ba? The way he treats his body, di ba? How he prepares. And, syempre, how he educates himself as well, di ba? Sa mga nangyayari sa country natin and sa country din nila. So, with that, yun yung mga players na nilolook up ko. And syempre sa PBA talaga, hindi talaga may iwasan si Coach Jimmy. And ayun, lagi ko talaga nilolook up si Coach Jimmy na ayun, recently lang nag-champion, di ba? Sa
Sacramento.
Sacramento, which is a big accomplishment sa atin as a Filipino fan dati, di ba? Na napapanood si Coach Jimmy naglalaro ngayon. As a coach naman ngayon, di ba? Malaking accomplishment yun as a Filipino. Di ba? Nakikita natin si Coach Jimmy na hindi lang magaling, di ba? Sa court and his leadership on the court, but also his leadership off the court. So, off the court naman, di ba, na hindi as a player, but also as a coach. hindi rin siya nakikita natin naglalaro. So, yan yung mga nilolook up ko lagi.
Magandang mga players yan or athletes na tinitingnan mo, and talagang ako rin when I watch these people, like hindi lang yung laro nila sa court talaga yung gusto mo ma-focus din. It's how they also lead the team, how they are mentally ready for anything, all the hardships. Kasi pag athlete ka or anything related to sports, madaming pwedeng mangyari sa career mo. Pero they always remain focused. I mean, syempre may mga problems yan, pero like hindi na natin masyadong napapansin kasi nga yung mga positive or how they recuperate their success despite everything that's happened. Yun yung magandang aspect of their life or their career na talagang mapupunan natin or makukuha natin na pwede nating ma-apply sa sarili din nating buhay. Pero yung isa pa pala magandang part of the Gilas system that I wanted to mention na you could also attest it to maybe your leadership then is how you guys are ready in terms of the roles. Like kasi kunwari mayroon mga ibang system na pag may nawalang isang player, it's hard to already excel kasi yung butas na yan masyadong malaki. Kahit sinong ilagay mo the next man up mentality, hindi nabubuo yun na yung gusto mangyari ng coach. Like, kunwari, Hinebra, like, kaka-eliminate pa lang sa kanila, di ba nawala si Scotty and Japet. Kahit sino ilagay ni Tim Cone, he's already the winningest coach in the PBA. Hindi na kinaya na talunan yung TNT and they kept losing in elimination round. Pero kay Coach Tab, yung na-notice ko like si Dwight na injured nung FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Pero nung OQT, si Jordan Heading, biglang siya yung number 1 scorer niyo. Or like, si Dave Ildefonso, he's one of the top scorers din of the team. Hindi siya nakalaro in any game until Jordan, pero parang hindi naman naramdaman yung loss niya. And ikaw, like you and RJ, si Matt Nieto nga and Ray Suerte, yung pinaasahan na starting point guards, biglang nawala sila. Pero hindi naman naramdaman, nanalo pa rin tayo sa Korea ng 2 beses and we almost beat Serbia. So ano yung special kay Coach Tab or sa team niyo kung bakit parang ang dali lang for you guys?
Yan talaga yung main factor kapag nakikita sa Gilas is yung next man up lagi, di ba? Parang hindi talaga nawawala kapag example, your main player nawala, di ba? And yung next player is always ready. Doon kami. Actually, kasi it starts in training and preparation ni Coach Tab namin. And with that preparation, binigbigyan na kami ng rules namin and we need to study our roles talaga and we need to accept it talaga. Because if you don't accept it, dun ka na mawawala sa sistema because you start to do it yourself, di ba? So with that rules given to us, hindi lang titignan namin yon na, ay, alam ko na to. Ganito, ganyan. Di ba? Kapag minsan, as a player, parang tinatamad ka kasi parang nakita mo yung rules mo, alam ko na to, ganyan. Pero come at practices, come at game, parang iba yung mindset mo. Actually, kami, di talaga naiwasan kami na araw-araw namin binabasa yung rules namin because we know coming to the game, alam na namin kapag ano ginagawa namin and kapag nasa court kami, alam namin kapag ano yung roles binigay sa amin. So, alam namin yung jobs namin, di ba? So, with that, it lessens the parang pag-iisip namin and we know na our coaches naman at our backs na kapag nagkamali kami, they're always the one na nagre-remind sa amin. So, yung pagiging ready, yung next man up talaga namin is kami yun as a player and as a coaches na kami nagsasabi kami lagi na kapag for example hindi kami first 5 tapos 5 minutes alam na namin na magpapasab na yung si Coach Tab or last 2 minutes ng first quarter. Actually, ganun. So, sinasabi namin, oy, ready ka, ganito, ganyan. Ready ka kasi papasok ka na, ganyan. Kahit down to the last man, kapag sino man, lahat kami nagsasabi, ready kayo lagi, ready, dito na, lalaro na kayo next, di ba? So, and with that, dun kami talaga sa team mo ma-excel kasi everyone's ready to do their job. And kapag naglalaro na and they're facing someone who's in there, sa court, di ba? And kapag may mga injuries na nangyari, stuff like that, alam namin na it's a big shoes to fill in, pero andun yung mga teammates namin and coaches to help us out kapag ano gagawin namin.
Yeah, maganda nga yung culture na binild ni Coach Taben. Talagang commendable yun. Talagang pwede mag-apply ng mga tao sa mga certain team concepts or group concepts na talagang kahit sinong ilipat nyo na yung production nyo hindi nagsasuffer masyado. I mean, syempre, hindi mo naman maiiwasan na talagang kumare yung first player na gusto mong start, kumare sa shooting guard, tas nawala. Mag-iba talaga yung state ng team. Pero hindi masyadong mararamdaman yung pagkakawala ng first best player. And yun yung maganda talaga with the Gilas program and the way that it's been going on over the last few months. Pero yung final Gilas question na that I wanted to ask is, yun nga, I think I mentioned it na kanina, na madami rin nagsasabi na, tinanong ko rin kay Dave actually to na bakit puro Ateneo yung mga players ganyan. Like, alam mo naman yung criticism, like you're on social media din, like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Like everyone says a lot of these random things na hindi nga nila nagigets na yung chemistry nyo solid. Then it starts because madami kayong Ateneans and you guys are winning. So why do you need to complain? Parang gano'n. Pero for the fans that are complaining a lot na bakit madaming Ateneo players, bakit hindi kunin si Abando or si Nonoy or si whoever na pwede college players na pwedeng kunin is getting other Ateneans na lang. Which is ideal kasi nga short training time and gets niya yung system. So I get that point also even if I'm from Lasal. So how would you explain it naman to the viewers?
Actually, for me is actually it's depends on the system actually. Because hindi naman kailangan need na puro talented players na kukunin, di ba? Because it happens all the time na you have the best of the best players sa team mo. Pero why not di kayo nananalo, di ba? It's all on the player. Malaking bagay na may players ka na that are glue guys, di ba? Na just there to do their roles, di ba? And alam naman natin na one of the best example would be Rodman, di ba? Hindi naman mananalo si Jordan and si Pippen. Wala yung mga rebounds ni Rodman, tapos yung mga sila ni Kukoc, di ba? Yung mga other players, di ba? So, hindi rin man mananalo si Jordan if wala si Pippen and stuff like that, di ba? Given all that, yung mga sinasabi dahil Ateneo kami, siguro it's in the system talaga na na sino talaga yung fit sa system. Yun talaga yung, syempre, most likely na makukuha. Not least talaga sa, syempre, sa school dahil kilala na kami actually. Di sana, Ateneo na lang yung laro, di ba? Actually, because kilala kami lang si Coach Todd. So, for us naman siguro, yun, yung masasabi ko lang actually, it's not about dahil favorites kami, ganun kasi Ateneo kami. Actually, it's based talaga sa system. Kapag fit ka ba talaga sa system or not. So, ayun. Yun yung masasabi ko actually for the fans na di ba rin nakagets actually kung bakit puro Ateneo. Diba? It's actually lang guys na for me actually it's in the system lang talaga kapag sino fit. And syempre, nag-a-adjust din yan every time, di ba? Going through games. So, that's why may mga training pools actually, di ba? May mga in-invite kapag fit sila sa kay coach of the system and titignan talaga yun. And dun na agad mag-debate yung chemistry. And we're not thinking naman about the present actually, di ba? Hindi lang ngayon lang yun. We're thinking about the future, di ba? So, keep in mind, may future pa na nakalagay, di ba? So, yung mga favorites, yung favorite players, may invite din yan actually. Right now lang talaga who fits in the system. And yung masasabi ko lang actually.
Magandang point yan kasi si Coach Tab nga in his interviews, he mentions na kunwari si Abando nga yun noon, they were in, kung kunwari nagka-FIBA Asia Cup, they could have been invited to the training pool and they could have fought for a spot in the final lineup. Or he also opened up possibilities for PBA players to join like in the qualifying for the World Cup. I mean, pasok na tayo pero di ba may games pa rin tayong lalaroin. And yung World Cup mismo, pwede rin magkaroon ng PBA players. Kasi syempre, World Cup na yun and you want to have PBA players. Pero hindi rin pwede na, papasok lang ako dyan, 2 weeks na ako mag-training. Alam mo yung system ni Coach Tab. So, yun din yung balance na dapat maintindihan ng mga tao, like people that don't watch basketball like as much as others. Na parang baka kasi kung casual fan ka, hindi mo naintindihan yung part na yun dahil you just watch the game.
Yeah.
Sa game, di ba, yung uy, 8 Ateneo dyan or like 4 lang yung hindi. Hindi mo nagigets yung dahilan or like ano nga yung future or plano ni Coach Tab. Kasi tinitingnan mo lang at face value and yun yung mahirap sometimes with others and yun, tweet na nila kayo, murahin na nila kayo sa social media. Hindi naman nila nagigets yung dahilan. So that's the funny part about it if you really don't understand it. Pero you also, ayun nga, maganda sa'yo yung way that you're composed on and off the court. And tagal na nga nung Gilas talk natin. Pero gusto ko rin pag-usapan ng konti yung upbringing mo and yung childhood mo, kung paano ka lumaki ganito now as one of the best point guards here in the country. And I wanted to ask, kamusta ba yung childhood and upbringing mo? Like, basketball na ba yung una mong mahal and una mong ginagawa nung bata ka? Or may mga sinubukan ka pa nung bata bago ka na napamahal sa basketball and talagang nag-focus ka na lang talaga sa basketball?
Actually, my family kasi is based on, di ba, basketball talaga eh. May tito, sa father side ko, may tito, may si Papa, di ba? Tapos si Lolo. Basketball talaga. So, actually, they're players back then sa Bacolod. And syempre, I was born and raised in Bacolod. Papa is true green talaga, di ba? And Tito, true green din. Lasal talaga sila dati. Ako lang nag-Ateneo. So, yun yung childhood ko actually. Di ba, I was born playing on the streets then. Actually, nasanay din ako. And syempre, back then, sinasanay na talaga ako ni Papa na naglalaro sa mga matatanda, di ba, sa mga ligang labas. Hindi naman ligang labas na yung mga ligang labas, typical ligang labas ng dito na malaki yung bayad. Actually, yung mga kantong laro, mga pustahan, gano'n. Doon ako na-raise, di ba? And nagkaroon ng sistema nung nag-transfer, nung naglasal ako, Bacolod, nung grade 4 to grade 6, then transfer sa Iloilo nung grade 7. Tapos, kalaban ko yung syempre, yung mga matatanda na, and actually, wala nga ako level na ninalaro eh, yung age gap ba, mataas sa akin actually lagi. So, parang going here sa Ateneo, nung grade 9 ako, ayun, parang nagulat sila dahil, di ba, batang-bata ko pa, pero yung laro ko is iba na eh, parang hindi ako nagpapatalo sa mga matatanda, di ba? So, doon ako nasanay actually sa Bacolod na naglalaro sa mga mas matatangkad at mas matatanda sa akin. So, ayun. Actually, merong pinucoach si Papa actually sa college. Tapos, lagi ako, bata pa ako noon eh, grade 4 pa lang ata ako noon. Tapos, kalaban ko ng mga college, nakikipaglaro ako. So, ayun, dun ako hindi, parang nasanay na din na naglalaro kalaban sa mga matatandang players.
So, ano naman yung dahilan nga kung bakit ka tuloy napunta sa Ateneo nung grade 9 kung yung pamilya mo halos lahat taga Lasal? And I think nag-aral ka pa sa Lasal Bacolod, di ba?
Yeah. Grade 4 to grade 6.
Nag-aral ka pa sa Lasal Bacolod. So, bakit ka biglang napunta yung sa Ateneo? Like, ano yung decision process like? And ano yung dahilan kung bakit biglang Ateneo ka from grade 9 until now?
Fun pa kasi, nung bata ko, sabi ko kay Papa na grade school gusto ko mag-aral sa Lasal. Parang pa-joke lang. Tapos nung high school gusto ko mag-aral sa Ateneo. Hanggang tapos college. Gusto ko na makipagtapos sa Ateneo habang nanonood ng mga laro sa UAAP games sa TV, di ba? Tapos doon na parang nagkakatotoo nga. Tapos sabi ko high school, dream ko ito ng bata ko eh. Parang gusto ko Ateneo, di ba? So, yun na. Tinupad ko lang yung sinabi ko nung bata ko na I want to play in Ateneo during high school then college. So, ayun.
Magandang kwento nga yun. Pero yung maganda ring part of your story na talagang gusto ko tanungin sa'yo is yung nga, naglaro ka sa Visayas, sa Bacolod, and you were playing against older men. And syempre, dun ka nahasa na talagang masanay na sa laro na mas matanda na. So, nung tumanda ka na, parang ready ka na. Parang you're ripe na, you're ready for tougher competition, stiffer competition. Pero syempre, from living in Bacolod to living the life in Ateneo in Manila in high school, it's a huge change, like not only basketball-wise, but also with your life, your daily life. So, kamusta naman yung change for you at such a young age, grade 9, na biglang dito ka na nakatira sa Metro Manila? How was that life like both on and off the court? Kasi syempre, yung playing style din ng basketball iba dito sa Bacolod.
Actually, yung first year ko, sobrang hirap talaga nung lumipat ko. Yun talaga yung adjustment period ko. Academic-wise and syempre basketball-wise. Syempre yung culture dito is iba. Diba? Hindi ako nahasa sa traffic dito eh. So yun talaga yung unang-unang yung traffic. So yan, doon kami kailangan mag-adjust. And syempre academic-wise talaga eh. Iba yung pag-aral yung at saka yung culture nung nasa Bacolod ako at saka dito sa Ateneo, which is why nung first year nga ako bumagsak agad ako sa isa kong subject. So yun yung mga adjustments. Tapos sa basketball naman syempre you're playing with your idols talaga. I remember back then na kalaban ko lang si Jolo Mendoza. Idol ko talaga yun si Jolo Mendoza back then. And ngayon, naging teammate ko na siya. Diba? Parang, I'm living in my dreams na. Parang gano'n. Diba? So, you're playing against the best of the best na talaga na players here sa Manila. Diba? Tapos sa different schools. So, kailangan ko rin mag-adjust. Not just physically, but also mental. Diba? Yung mental game. Preparation ko kasi iba din naman yung kapag nasa Bacolod ka, yung preparation mo iba and here sa Ateneo, iba rin because yung culture is iba.
That's great that you were able to adjust then eventually kasi yung iba, parang si Robert Bolick, inikwento nga niya, umuwi pa nga siya kaya he got in trouble na nasa Green Hill siya, umuwi siya tapos parang basta nagkagulo siya tapos parang he eventually went back syempre kaya siya nakalaro pero I think perpetual pala, sorry. Basta tas tsaka siya nag-meal. Basta magulo yung kwento niya kasi tumakas siya dahil na-homesick nga siya. Buti nga hindi ganun nga na talagang you were able to adjust with the Ateneo culture, basketball-wise, academic-wise, social-wise, everything. It's a great for you. And yun nga sinasabi ni Dave Ildefonso when I interviewed him nung Friday na ikaw yung isa sa mga main guys ng high school squad na talagang nag-champion kayo hanggang nung season 80 yata. Nag-champion din kayo with Kai. And you were one of the catalysts also of the team. Ikaw yung point guard and nung entering college, ikaw yung isa sa mga top recruits. Pero nakatulong, yung dahilan ba or malaking tulong ba talaga yung upbringing mo sa Bacolod as one of the toughest guys that playing against grown men? Tapos biglang sa Ateneo, ginawa ka ng one of the top guys of the team, one of the leaders of the team. Ready ka na agad and nag-champion pa kayo. Yun ba tingin mo isa sa mga dahilan doon?
For me, physical-wise, I have to say, yes talaga. Because parang ready ako sa mga banggaan, sa mga parang kapalan ng mukha, gano'n. Parang gano'n akong player, I'm a basketball player. Tapos, mental-wise siguro, high school to college, diba? Because I have to learn the system of Coach Tab talaga, diba? As in, iba-iba yung system ni Coach Tab So, yung my first year, nakita naman na hindi talaga ako ganun ka-impact. Pero nakakatulong pa rin sa team because I'm still learning and adjusting the way Coach Tab wants me to play, di ba? And how he coach. So, nag-a-adjust pa. So, come second year nung alam ko na ano gusto niya, ano na yung role ko, di ba? Tapos, galing pa ako nun sa injury nung first year ko actually, yung right face ko. So, nahirapan na hindi na ako adjust during that time. And with that, nung second year ko, nakatulong talaga yung mental preparation ko and my physical preparation. Nakatulong din during high school and syempre yung mga province na nasa province na sa Bacolod pa ako, yung naglalaro ako sa mga much bigger and taller guys, mas matanda sa akin. So, malaking bagay yun, di ba? Na alam ko na ano mangyayari actually, ano dadating sa akin. So, ayun.
Yeah, you mentioned nga that you went Ateneo din for college. I'm curious lang the sidetrack a bit. Kung may nag-try pa ba mag-recruit sa'yo or sinabi mo na sa kanila na mag-Ateneo ka na kagad so hindi na nila sinubukan?
Ah, actually, magkatapos nga tapos ng high school ko, ayun, may mga teams din na nag-recruit actually, tapos marami din mga issues na nangyari doon, nalilipat ako, stuff like that. Pero, nakita ko kasi yung every practice ng Ateneo eh. Tapos, di ba, nakikita ko the way Coach Tab teach, di ba, and coach. So, every time na nasa high school pa ako noon, tinitignan ko lagi kapag mahirap ba, ganito, kakayanin ko ba sa college, stuff like that. And andun din naman yung mga high school coaches ko na nasa college din, di ba, na tumutulong sa akin na kaya mo yan, marami ka talaga matutunan dito. And actually, totoo nga talaga is, for me, Coach Sab is the best coach that I've, di ba, played talaga. So, for me, marami nga nag-recruit sa akin, pero I wanna learn and I wanna finish my education in Ateneo. And I wanna learn more pa talaga the way I play kay Coach Tab. So that's why I pursue my college in Ateneo.
Mm. Maganda rin yung tatanungin sa'yo yung, yun nga, you mentioned na slow rin yung progress mo sa college. Like first year, hindi ka pa ganun gagamit ganun. Pero yung pinaka naalala ko talaga is yung previous season na nag-champion kayo, ikaw yung nagpanalo rin ng game 2, ilang 4 na 3 points kaya tanong or 5, I don't know. Basta ang dami mong 3 points na spot up lang or like off the pick and roll, they go under, you take it. And yun yung parang evolution ng game mo na talagang in college, hindi pa masyado napansin nung first years. And nung high school naman, alam na ng mga tao na capable ka. So, inantay na lang talaga nila sa college na maging ganun ka player. So, paano naman yung progress nung pag-develop mo ng trust with your teammates and coaches all throughout your college tenure? Kasi yun nga, parang yung role mo, lumalaki bigla. And then now, wala na si Matt. So, sa susunod na season, ikaw na yung aasahan talaga na magdala ng team. So, ikaw, paano mo nga nagawa yun na yung progress, hindi naman gano'ng kabilis, pero slow pace, pero ikaw parang natatanggap mo lahat slowly and you became a better player, a better person through that?
Actually, nag-gain lang talaga yung trust and yung trust sa akin ng mga coaches during practices and preparations namin. And syempre with the help of my kuyas, di ba, na gumagraduate, they're always there para naman as kahit ngayon na graduate na sila to remind me, di ba, on the things I need to do. And yan yung maganda na sa bond sa system ni Coach Tab eh. Because despite, di ba, nag-graduate ka, wala ka na sa team, pero yung contribution mo rin off the court, andun pa rin, makikita talaga. And once B-Bug na, di ba? B-Bug na kami. B-Bug. So, band of brothers talaga kami. Hindi talaga na mawawala yung brotherhood namin. Kahit ngayon, di ba, kahit mga nakikita namin sa PBA na naglalaro sila ni Kuya Adrian Wong, di ba? Sila ni Kuya Anton Aticho. Actually, lagi kami nagbibiroan ni Kuya Anton eh. So, ayun. Sobrang yung brotherhood namin is iba. And with that, dyan nagiging yung trust namin, di ba? As a player na kahit nasa taas ka na, hindi pa rin nakakalimutan talaga namin yung isa't isa. So, yung mga natutunan ko talaga sa mga kuya ko is yun din yung mga nakakatulong sa akin kapag paano ko na-handle yung certain situation in the team and syempre sa coaches din. And di lang talaga kami nahihiya sa isa't isa na magtanong sa coaches and syempre sa mga teammates ko. So, ayun.
Yun nga yung maganda with the Ateneo culture na parang tuloy-tuloy. Like, sa episode nung kay podcast ni Mikey Reyes, parang minention nga nila na 9 championships na natin Ateneo this whole century. And wow, 21 years pa lang naka 9 championships na kayo. And yun yung maganda na tuloy-tuloy with Coach Norman and Coach Tab now. And you guys are winning a lot of championships. Pero I'm curious also to know how the seniors, you talked a lot about them, like sila 30, yung Nieto twins, sila Anton, sila Isaac, they mentor you guys really well. And for you, it's also great na itong new crop of players na papasok. Ikaw naman
True.
ngayon yung parang maging part sa kanila ng ways of yun, how to improve on their mistakes, how to excel in the coach tab system, etc. So, ano naman yung key ingredient kung bakit parang maganda yung program nyo and yung maganda yung pakikisama nyo kahit iba-iba naman yung personalities nyo, iba-iba yung playing style, iba-iba yung tao, pero pag nakipag-communicate ka or nakipag-usap ka sa kanila, parang sobrang solid yung samahan nyo at nagkakaintindihan kayo lahat. So, for you, how's that like in the Ateneo system or Ateneo culture?
Actually kasi always ready kami na yun nga, parang next man up na naman, di ba? Kasi sabi, next man up talaga kami lagi na kapag may graduate gano'n. They mentored as well nga, sinabi kanina. Kami naman yung time na kami naman mag-mentor sa mga new guys, di ba? And syempre, nagpapasok lang din yan eh. And one thing I like, di ba, in the Ateneo culture is super welcome ka talaga lagi. As in, you don't feel like you're a rookie. Parang feel mo rin, veteran ka rin eh. Kahit rookie ka. Because everyone has a voice in the team. Kahit rookie ka, kahit ano sabi mo sa isang veteran player, hindi sila nagagalit. They're willing to accept it. And yan talaga yung maganda. Because kapag may voice ka kasi, everyone has a voice in the team. Wala kang may parang tinatago na galit eh. After the practice, diba? After the game, makakapag-usap kayo agad, diba? During in-game, during timeout, stuff like that. Kaya yan yung maganda eh. Hindi kayo naiiya sa isa't isa. So, with that, may system din kayo na sinusunod, di ba, kay Coach Tab. And malaking bagay din yung mga team building. Doon talaga nag-gain yung level of trust. Kahit bago ka sa team, feel mo talaga lagi, veterano ka na.
Okay. Yun yung maganda talaga. Not every school or every university has that in their system. And that's great that you guys really have that. And you guys, that's one of the main reasons na nag-excel talaga kayo sa UAAP. Pero yun nga, since ang ganda ng mga sinasabi mo about the school and about the team na people should look forward to. It's like, siguro yan rin yung mga sinasabi ng mga coaches pag nagre-recruit sila ng players. So yung mga players na transferees or high school, biglang parang na-attract sila pumuntang Ateneo talaga. And it's really great coming from you as one of their main cogs in this upcoming season. Pero since itong upcoming season, di pa natin nga alam kung kailan mag-umpisa. Sana by Feb mag-start na. Pero hindi pa certain na yun yung mangyayari. Pero ikaw, as you know, Ateneo, you guys have been winning championships and nawala na nga si Dwight, but then you guys still have Dave, you have Ant, you have Gian. What's the expectations or the outlook for the people for the Ateneo Blue Eagles this upcoming season? Lalo na, UP has a ton of recruits also. Lasal has Evan, UP has CJ Cancino, Abadiano Tamayo, FEU still has sila LJ Gonzalez.
RJ.
A lot of these new players. So for you, what's Ateneo like for this upcoming season and what should the fans look forward to?
For us for me, we just have to enjoy, di ba? Because every player should enjoy if meron ng UAP because it's been, if next year, di ba? It's been 3 years na walang UAP. So, we just have to enjoy it sa every players na maglalaro, di ba? And sa Ateneo, syempre, we just need to stick to the system kapag papagawa sa amin ni Coach Tab actually. And it's up to us players to form the bond, di ba? Because it's a short period of time nga, given the short period of preparation na lang if mag-start ni AP and Feb, di ba? So, maliit lang preparation actually, di ba? Since pandemic pa ngayon, di pa pwede mag-bubble. So, we're just here to contact them us for the moment. FaceTime, video chat, ganyan. Actually, yan lang pa lang yung ginagawa namin. And bawal pa mag-trainings and individual trainings pa lang pwede. And for the fans naman sa Ateneo, and what to expect. Syempre, we're here to make you always proud, syempre, di ba? And we're just here to make everyone proud, di ba? Not just other our Ateneo fans, diba? Siyempre lahat, because na-miss talaga ng mga fans kapag nasa province ng mga fans, diba, na walang UAAP actually. And for me, malaking bagay if ever na mag-UAAP naman. Ayun, super excited na, pero siyempre at the back of our minds, diba, we're here to compete for the title ulit, diba? And we're always gonna be ready, and we're just gonna take it one game at a time, as always. And
So, yung quick question ko lang sa'yo, may chance na ba Lasal manalo dahil wala na si Dwight? Yung niloloko ko si Dwight nung nag-guess ko pa kasi siya dito. Sabi ko wala na kaming chance dahil maglalaro ko pa sa Ateneo, ikaw na yung pinakamagaling dito sa Gilas. So now, he's in the B-League. May chance ba? Joke lang, pero may chance ba?
Actually, bilog naman yung bola. So, yun naman lagi, bilog naman yung bola. Pero, for me, I don't know. Same answer. Bilog yung bola.
Yung mga friends ko kasi parang sabi namin, sana manalo naman Lasal ng championship bago kami mag-graduate. Baka mamaya si Coach na masyadong magaling, di namin manalo. Tapos yung players pa ng Lasal, puro bago. Like, legit, I've never seen them play.
Pero, okay rin naman.
I've never seen them play. So parang, yun nga, sabi mo, short preparation, baka mamaya hindi sila sanay naman magkakasama. So medyo mahirap. Parang si Joaquin Manuel, Jordan Bartlett, Kurt Plojera, parang ilan lang sa kanila yung holdovers, lahat bago eh. Medyo mahirap with the team. But then, hopefully, I don't know, optimistic pa na maging competitive Lasal. They've been missing the Final Four the last years.
Di pa rin na makakawala yung Ateneo Lasal vibes. Siyempre, yung rivalry. It will be a fun game all the time. Diba, naglalaro Ateneo Lasal.
So itong mga
sabi nga nila nawawala na dahil napapalitan doon ng UST, UP, gano'n. Pero actually, kapag naglalaro kami Lasal, nasa amin pa rin talaga yung rivalry.
Napanood ko nga yung last game nung sa MOA ba yun? Yeah, sa MOA pala yun. Yung nanalo pa rin kayo. Like Lasal was in the game. Close naman the whole game. Nanalo pa rin kayo and sayang lang kasi sila Alonzo was doing well that game at I remember. Foul out lang yata. And Lasal could have won. Pero iba pa rin yung game na yun. Like Lasal was not doing well pero they would have almost beaten you guys if a few breaks of the game lang went Lasal's way. So it's really different nga pag yung rivalry yung pinag-usapan mo. So winding down to the final few questions. Itong mga questions na ito tinatanong ko rin sa lahat ng mga ibang guests ko. And you mentioned nga na kanina nung you mentioned LeBron, na notice ko na you mentioned na you like the way he's also a leader off the court. And a lot of all the guests here asked them na yung athletes kasi dito sa Manila or sa Philippines, hindi ganoon ka-vocal. Like, sila LeBron, like the bubble, they were very vocal with the social issues and the political issues. George Floyd, yung educating people how to vote with Joe Biden, Donald Trump, the whole elections. Tayo, di ba, pa-election period na rin. And syempre kayong mga athletes, yung following nyo and influence yung malaki sa Filipino people. And syempre pag sa social media na ngayon, mas sikat na sa broadcast media or sa ibang forms of media. And pag nag-post kayo, you might help your followers, educate them with social issues, political issues, and even platforms of the candidates that will run for certain positions. Kasi baka boto lang sila, ganyan, pero hindi naman nila alam. So sa tingin mo ba, okay lang ba for athletes to become socially active or politically active in terms of expressing their views and opinions in social media? Kasi yung iba hindi naman masyadong okay nga with that part. Pero for you, gaano ka-important yun in the realm of sports and of athletes?
For me, di ba, everyone has a voice naman in the community. Pero siguro for me, meron na lang siguro boundaries, di ba? For me, as a player na kapag dapat alam mo rin yung mga nilalagay mo sa social media because one message could mean something di ba? May matatamaan talaga and yung power ng social media talaga is grabe. Malaki talaga. Especially here in the Philippines, grabe. Grabe talaga. And we all know naman yung social media dito. So, for me, malaking bagay siya, but it has boundaries. And for me, sometimes, di ba, kapag may sinasabi ka, may mga quotes ka na simple lang nga na nilalagay. May magko-comment, may mag-react, di ba? So, for us, dapat alam din nila ng mga players kapag and other people na nagpo-post kapag ano yung makukuha nila if they write this, if they post this, di ba? So, for me, okay naman na to be, nakikisali ka, stuff like that. But always remember na kapag ano yung makukuha mo and ano yung ano yung parang ano ngayon yung what you call this?
Perfect.
Anong mali yung ganun, mga ganun. Diba? So, yun yung mga boundaries na and mga responsibilities na kailangan mo i-keep in mind when you post something and when you join something na sa social media.
Yeah, I agree talaga. And I think na yung athletes naman na nagpo-post ngayon, like some of the ones I see, like yung mga mas vocal, alam naman nila yung mga pinag-usapan nila, so hindi naman tayo masyadong nagkakamali in that aspect. Pero it's a great talking point din na talagang dapat careful din. Like, kumari nga, sikat ka, like sobrang sikat ka, tapos tweet ka, tapos hindi ka pala, ikaw mismo hindi ka masyadong knowledgeable or educated about that, tapos pinaniniwalaan ka. Di lalo po nagkagulo sa sinabi mo kasi dapat di ka talaga nagsalita from the onset kasi yun nga, nagkagulo pa lalo. And yun, it's also great for the athletes for have immense influence. Like now, I think yung sa beses nag-post, yung madaming athletes ako pina-follow kasi may nag-post sila ng story na they were reminding people to register to vote lalo na nag-extend yung deadline to October 30. So it's great that the athletes are being more vocal and active in their realm of the country in terms of social and political issues. So that's great also. So yung next question naman is, if you had the opportunity to have dinner with 5 people, dead or alive, sino pipiliin mo? Hindi naman kailangan athletes lang, kahit sino lang.
Dead or alive? Siyempre, una-una, family ko. Tapos,
ilan ba sila?
Girlfriend ko. Kahit dalawa na yan.
Ilan?
Third is siguro si Kobe.
Kobe, okay.
Si Kobe, diba? And then, iba talaga yung diba? Na nawala siya sa atin. Nag-iba yung basketball eh. As in, down moment talaga din. Ang time na yun, that was the saddest moment. Tapos, fourth one would be my teacher in Ateneo na namatay. Dati pa. Is my first teacher na Ateneo and ayun, nawala siya dahil mistaken identity lang. So, yung saddest moment ko rin yung actually nakita ko pa nga siya nung umaga pagdating sa gabi yun na pala yung last ko nakita sa kanya. So, and last would be diba? Last would be siyempre may lola siguro because close ko siya since then, di ba? And nawala siya early sa life. So, ayun, yun yung mga people na gusto kong mag-dinner.
So for the final question naman, alam mo naman na mini-message ko lang kayo lahat, like yung mga guests ko sa social media kasi wala naman ako masyadong connect sa mga athletes. So I just try my best and message anyone. And I mentioned that I guess a lot of your teammates na from like Aaron Black, Antonio Sistio, si Von Pesumal, si Isaac, si Dwight, si Dave. Madami na, Coach Lab, dami na akong Ateneo players na nag-guest. And I wanted to ask lang sino yung mga masasuggest mo na i-guest dito sa DVD show na magandang kwento or maganda yung story din na mapapakinig yung mga tao sa kanila.
Sa basketball. For me siguro, pwede ba iba din? Ibang school rin?
Pwede kahit anong sport kasi hindi lang naman basketball yung discuss.
For me siguro pwede rin si RJ. Feel ko RJ Berrentos. And LJ Gonzalez. As in, for me, malaking bagay yan. Because LJ has been doing stuff, di ba, na to help his family. And nasa province siya ngayon. So, malaking impact din yun for me. For me din, have you interviewed Ange? No pa.
Hindi pa. Sinabi rin nga ni Dave, dapat si Ange ka daw
Yes,
interview.
si Ange, kasi knowing Ange, kilala ko na talaga si Ange because classmate ko siya talaga lagi and I know the story of Ange. So, maraming insights talaga na makukuha kay Ange. So, ayun. RJ, LJ, tapos si Ange for me. LJ and Ange be my best pick.
Okay. Those are great answers talaga. And, I'll try to get them then eventually kasi, in podcast ka naman, tuloy-tuloy lang. Talaga kahit sino na talaga. Basta maganda yung kwento. Game lang naman ako kasi I really love enjoying listening to everyone's story. Everyone has a unique story to tell. And, So, I want to thank you lang ulit, SJ, for joining me here on the DVD show. And sobrang solid yung kwentuhan. Ang dami mo nga na-share lalo na dun sa Gilas segment. And dami mong na-share toward your preparation kasi yung mga ibang nakikita ng mga tao is the one on TV or the ones on articles or the ones on videos. Pero yung mga sinashare mo din is all the behind the scenes and how you guys prepared and how you continue to progress as a team and as you as an individual in Ateneo and in Gilas. And I really appreciate the time and effort you put in saying it and sharing it here on my podcast. And do you have any final message?
Sana magka-UAAP na. For me, thank you once again for having me in this podcast, diba? And sana hope na everyone would reach out to everyone, diba? Because during this tough time, may mga tao talaga na nag-gear up and we know na tayo lang din na as Filipinos yung makaka-cheer up sa kanila. And din nga, sabi ko kanina, sana magkaka-UAP na and sana mawala na yung COVID. So,
ayun. Maraming salamat ulit sa pagsali dito sa The DVD Show. And bago ka umalis, is it okay if mag-picture lang tayo?
Alright, no problem.
Sige, ako na lang mag-take. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much ulit, SJ, for joining me here on my podcast and stay safe.
Thank you din po.